Narendra Modi is married after all. That he has a wife is official as well. It's an issue the BJP's prime ministerial candidate has been silent about all along. But thanks to the poll affidavit filed yesterday in Vadodara, the worst kept secret in the BJP is out. And the Congress is making the most of the new opportunity.
He has played up his humble chaiwala background to the hilt during the campaign trail. But now, an aspect of Narendra Modi's personal life that he has kept hush-hush so far is going to be most talked about. But now, an aspect of Narendra Modi's personal life that he has kept hush-hush so far is going to be most talked about. For the first time, BJP's prime ministerial candidate Narendra Modi has clarified his marital status and has acknowledged Jashodaben as his wife in the affidavit filed in Vadodara. Up until 2012 assembly elections, Narendra Modi had left the column of spouse blank in nomination affidavits. Modi's rivals have now jumped at the opportunity, accusing him of misleading the voters all along.
जो व्यक्ति अपने मैरिटल स्टेटस में भी शादीशुदा है कि नहीं इसमें भी झूठ बोलता है और अब अपनी विवाहित पत्नी को भी घर से अलग रखा हुआ है, ऐसे व्यक्ति पर अब क्या इस देश की जनता और देश की विशेषकर महिलाओं को भरोसा करना चाहिए?
I do not think that Digvijay Singh or anybody else who takes it, who rakes it up just now, is doing the women of India any favor, because if it has been amicably decided that lives will be happier apart, then who are you and I to say 45 years later that you should be together?
After the political storm over marital status, Modi's elder brother has made an appeal to the electorate, emphasizing that it was a child marriage and should be seen in the context of orthodox conditions prevalent at that time.
अगले इलेक्शनों में खाली जगह छोड़ा है, तो इससे तो ये बात सही है कि उन्होंने ना तो कहा ही नहीं है कि वो शादीशुदा नहीं है। ना कहा होता तो आज इस बात की चर्चा होनी आवश्यक मैं समझता हूं।
Modi may have come clean on his marital status with the affidavit acknowledgement, but it's unlikely to stop questions from his detractors, with many of them asking all along in poll affidavits, and why has he been economical with the truth?
Narendra Modi may have come out clean on his marital status with his affidavit acknowledgement, but it is unlikely to stop questions from his detractors, with many of them asking why Narendra Modi had suppressed this information all along in poll affidavits, and why is Narendra Modi being economical with the truth. With camera person Ajay Kumar, this is Aditya Narayanan for Headlines Today.
And let's listen in to Narendra Modi's wife, and now it's official, Jashodaben, who had spoken to us a while back, where she admitted that she was indeed the BJP's prime ministerial nominee's wife.
Jashodaben Modi, CM na, નથી એમ તો મારા રજોશાળામાં નોકરી કરું છું. લગ્ન વડનગર મુકામે 1968ની સાલમાં થયેલા છે. કાળા વાસુદેવના ચાચર દામોદર ચંદાસના સુપુત્ર નરેન્દ્ર કુમાર સાથે મારા લગ્ન થયેલા છે. હું એમની ધર્મપત્ની તરીકે રહું છું. मैं जसोदाबेन सीएम नरेंद्र मोदी की धर्मपत्नी बोल रही हूँ.
Aditi Anant Narayanan is joining us from the BJP office. Ashar Khan is joining us from the Congress office in just a bit. Kamaljeet Sandhu is joining us. Shiv Arur and of course Gaurav Sawant. Let me first come to you, Aditi, because where you are standing, the BJP has the toughest call at this point. How do they manage to get out of this? They must have known that this is going to raise questions. They must have known that the Congress is going to jump at this opportunity.
Absolutely, Maruk. As you rightly said, the BJP is well aware that the Congress will now take this opportunity to take pot shots not only at the BJP but also at the BJP's prime ministerial candidate Narendra Modi. In fact, none of the leaders from the BJP central leadership have decided to come out and speak about this. In fact, they are saying that they are well aware that the Congress at this point of time will use this opportunity to attack them, and that is something that they cannot stop. They are also saying that they will gauge till what extent the Congress at this point of time will take take the attack and take their strategy, and only then probably a member of the central leadership of the BJP will come out and give a statement.
Okay.
In fact, the BJP insiders are also saying that it's a personal life of Narendra Modi. It is something very personal. Narendra Modi has gone by the rule books. He is just accommodating to what the Election Commission had reiterated, that none of the options should be left blank as far as the nomination papers are concerned.
We have Shaina NC of the BJP also with us. Shaina NC, do you think that the very fact that the Congress party is saying that the BJP has been lying, the BJP's prime ministerial nominee has been lying all along? Shaina NC? Okay, we'll go back to Shaina NC in just a bit. She didn't hear our question there. But Gaurav Sawant has been talking to a lot of people. Gaurav, the question that is also going to be asked is that, is his marital status really of political consequence?
Well, that was the question I posed to several young women voters here at Ghaziabad, and this was just when the controversy broke out. A spur-of-the-moment reaction we took from young working women, young housewives, some senior women, and all of them said what they were more interested in is to see whether Narendra Modi, if at all he's elected, can he deliver? And if he can deliver perhaps from corruption, give them a better economy, give them more money in their pockets. That is what they're looking at. They're least interested whether he's married or unmarried, whether he stayed with his wife or not. They said we are not bothered about any politician. Why just Narendra Modi?
Okay.
There are several other politicians who have a personal life which they're not talking about. Why should they talk about his?
But Kamalji Sandhu, for the Congress party, this is an issue on a platter, and they're going to use it to the hilt. We've already heard the top leadership, including Digvijay Singh, coming out and taking on Narendra Modi, calling him a liar, saying why did he hide this all along? Because he's anti-women, and that agenda is going to continue as far as the Congress party is concerned.
Definitely so. Social media is full of these stories, especially from Congress party itself. They are utilizing this particular opportunity to hit out at the prime ministerial candidate. On a voting day itself, we saw several ads being put up in social media, whether we're talking about Twitter or Facebook. Digvijay Singh tweeted about it early this morning. So yes, this is going to be a talking point, and also saying that why is this party talking about women's safety, women's security, when women at home are not safe, are perhaps not even looked after well. This is Narendra Modi who's not taking care of his wife. He's been away from his wife. So these are the questions which are being raised. But this is something that the Delhi voters will really have to decide. And this is something that they plan to take on a larger platform now. We'll really have to see whether this really works for the voter or not.
Shiv, this controversy on a day when Delhi and 91 other constituencies or 90 other constituencies are also going to the polls, do you think it would have an impact, at least from the people that you've been speaking on the streets, on their voting choices?
We actually did put that question to several people, Maroka, and you know, like the persons who spoke to Gaurav in Ghaziabad, we've been picking up a very similar sentiment here. You know, the explanation that's been put forward by the BJP, you know, about this marriage having taken place, you know, in orthodox times when, you know, both the participants in that marriage didn't really have a choice, it was foisted on them, appears to be something that they're willing to expect. Over and above that, they're willing to you know, accept that this is somebody's private life and it's nobody's business. Having said that, you know, what the Congress has tried to do, which is to you know, play it with the angle of integrity or honesty or even honor, you know, is also something. There were a couple of ladies who we spoke to near the polling booth, and they refused to speak to us on camera about this issue, but they said, you know, why would someone you know, actually say they were not married, they leave a space blank and then say they're married? You know, is it different standards for when you're a chief minister than when you're a prime minister? So it's got people thinking, but I'm getting the feeling that it may not be the kind of weapon perhaps that the Congress really wants it to be.
Okay, let me pose, I have from the Congress party, Abid Rasool Khan, who's still with us, and from the BJP, Shaina NC. I first wanted to go across to the reporters and have both our guests listen to what is the feeling on the ground. And I want to ask Abid Rasool Khan, do you really think that an issue of Narendra Modi, who he's married to, his marital status, is really going to perhaps dent his popularity or his chances at the hustings?
I personally would not like to take up this issue and try to create any publicity for the party or for anything, because basically it's a very personal issue between a husband and wife. But the point here which we definitely need to understand is How many moral disqualification can a prime ministerial candidate have? You have so many other things which we need to discuss, but because the subject is totally pertinent to one issue, I would like to say a prime ministerial candidate who misleads on the oath and who does not give his correct information and who does not care for his married wife and she lives in abject poverty as being seen by the visuals, he needs to definitely answer this country on what is his idea and what is his morals to lead this country forward, and how, in what way can we look up to him as a possible prime ministerial candidate when everything on morally is wrong with him, except that he talks big. There is everything wrong, and except that he has been shown big in the media. Now I would like to also say that the voting pattern and the percentage of voters clearly point out that there is no wave, and all this media hype of a wave is out, and the voters all over the country have voted at not more than 50 to 55%.
Okay, let me get in Shaina NC at this point, because way too many questions that have been raised by you, Abid Rasool Khan. Shaina NC, the Congress party is saying that yes, what happens between a husband and wife is personal, but at the same time this shows a certain kind of disqualification for Narendra Modi. Why did he have to withhold this information all these years?
Mahrukh, he has never denied anything, and please, this is not just personal information, but if somebody chooses to give up his family as a pracharak for the nation at large, isn't that something which is commendable? That you give up your own to only serve the nation? Please view it in totality. And
no, but the question being asked, Shaina NC, is it is not about giving up what he's given up for the nation, but rather denying somebody that particular honor. Or that name, or that credential.
Denying anything. If his own brother testifies and says that this happened when they were children, and he chose to take on the national cause and the nation's interest and gave up everything for that, it's a certain kind of tyag, which means that you are doing things for the larger interest of the nation. And I don't think the electorate really cares about an amicable, even if it's a separation 45 years down the line.
We'll have to end it there. Both Shaina NC and Abid Rasool